Well, this be update number 7 for the 20-gallon long freshwater tank. It's got a few puffers in it. They're both back there. It's got some diatom algae growing on it as well, but we're not here to talk about that so much. We're here to talk about how you start out a 20-gallon, basically. First you start with substrate, obviously, a filter, a heater, etc. See, I started my tank out, this tank, with fish, with snails, and I basically just swapped and dropped the old substrate from a 10-gallon to this 20-gallon long here, and everything seems to be doing fine. I'm going to feed some flue ball bug bites. Got algae fix there. The Endler guppies seem to like the flue ball bug bites, so I mean, they eat it, so that's a positive. Anything that gets eaten and doesn't just sit in your tank is a positive. Got a marine land filter here. It's so quiet that I barely even hear it unless the water's emptied from this tank. Got a sponge filter and an extra hang-on back canister filter that I'm going to go, as surprisingly as you guys would not believe, I'm going to turn that thing into a Chaeto filter. And it's basically just going to produce food for the saltwater tank. And I'm going to actually take it off of here because, honestly, a 20-gallon plus a 50-gallon filter is a little bit of, or I mean, a 10-gallon plus a 50-gallon filter is a little bit of overkill, but, yeah, it seems to have helped this tank recuperate and come back to its normal-ish, if I would call it that. There's a little dick way back there. He's been sick looking lately. I probably need to check his parameters of this water and all that. I have not had the time to sit back and do a video on this tank in quite some time. I fed this tank really heavy last night, so their bellies look big and bulbous. At least my male does right there. I can tell you that's a male for sure. I got some females in there too, but that's definitely a male. And I'm talking about the Endler guppies, if you didn't know what I was talking about. Okay, so there's a pleco in there that has not grown at all. I don't think he's going to. They are a mini version, but I expect at least 3 inches at the minimum from an ancestress, from the little plecos. I expect at least 3 inches. And I'm not getting that growth. Maybe I should start feeding him something else. But if you look at my plant there, my Amazon sword is starting to grow some blackbeard algae on it. I need to take that plant out of there and spray it with some hydrogen peroxide. Get all that algae off there, then dip it in RO and put it back in the tank. I need to do the same thing with my Anubis. I don't know if you can see over there. There's a little black blotch all over the leaves. Same thing needs to be done. But the same thing with that piece of Java fern right there. That needs to be done as well. But yeah, this tank's basically doing great. It's doing excellent. It only has 2 air pumps on it. So, with all that being said, you can see where the air's coming from. It agitates the water just enough, just to the point where, you know, you can call it agitation, and that's enough. I have a 10-gallon sponge filter on this tank because when I was resetting this tank, I figured, why steal the 20-gallon sponge filter? Throw this 20-gallon sponge filter in the 30-gallon, and then throw the 30-gallon sponge filter in the 50-gallon, and then you kind of get where that goes from there. I went out and I bought another sponge filter, a 125-gallon sponge filter for the 110-gallon. So basically, this is the way I've been rolling lately. I have not been posting videos as much, and I've just been so damn busy because of school. I'm actually not really doing that well in school. At math, at least. I'm doing well at everything else. Look at that shrimp. He came out to say hi. He probably wanted some of the food that I just threw in there. That's a shrimp. People are like, how in the hell do you have shrimp with pea puffers? Well, simple enough. Have enough room for them to hide. Have enough room for them to share. They don't care, and they won't fight each other. Here's another shrimp. Right there. But, yeah, that's what I've learned. And also feed a mixed variety of food. One of the things I feed in this tank, people will probably tell me you probably shouldn't feed that, blah, blah, blah. But I feed krill to my pea puffers and my, little, gobies there. I don't know where my other one is. I only see that one. That's one goby. I have two in here. If he went bye, I'll have to go out and buy another one. I take very well care of this tank. If you want to know, this was like one of my first prides and joys because I always wanted to do a planted tank, and then I started doing it. I learned it was hard. Learned it wasn't very easy either. Uh-oh. Wasn't trying to flip the damn camera around, stupid phone. I do not season. I see other fish. But I need to put algae fix in here. That's one thing I need to do today. So I'll show you how we do that. We put 50 drops for a freshwater 20-gallon. If it was a 10-gallon, you'd put 25 drops. But, okay. This thing here, 25 or 50 drops. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50. And that's all we're doing to this tank today. I hope you enjoyed this short video.
Wasn't very long. Just explained some simple things. But you start out with substrate, first of all, when you're starting out a tank. You make sure you don't have blackbeard algae like I do right now, for one. See that blackbeard? And then, for two, you make sure you watch your tanks a little more. But the only reason I'm not worried about this tank is because I have a ton of snails. I have a ton of little critters that go around and eat the algae. So, speaking of one, they don't grow very fast. I expect them to grow a little faster. Maybe I should start breeding those. That would be nice, especially in this tank. There's one of the other puffers for all y'all who didn't catch little Dick swimming around earlier. He doesn't swim much anymore. He literally stays seldomly to a certain area, a certain corner. I don't know if maybe he's just getting old and he realizes his old age, because he is probably 3 or 4 years old now. But that's pretty old for a pea puffer in captivity, by the way. Maybe he's just recognizing that he's getting old and he doesn't swim around as much anymore. That's just what I've started noticing and noting down, that he doesn't swim around as much. This is the tank in my bedroom, so this is the first thing I wake up to every morning, like clockwork. If I'm not up before it, sometimes I'm up before it, because this tank doesn't come on till 1 o'clock in the afternoon. Well, you can kind of see why. See the darked out room? It only needs light like once a day and for 7 hours, and that's about what I give it. It comes on about 1 o'clock, goes off about, it might be a little more than 7 hours, but I think it goes off about 11 or 10. So, I threw a handful of snails in here the other day. They're all gone now. I just thought I'd mention that. And this is a community tank. See that tetra back there? Bengai tetra. Bengai cardinal tetra, sorry. Or is that just a cardinal tetra? And the Bengais are in salt water and I'm just too asleep still. Or not wide awake yet because I haven't had my cup of coffee. That's what I'll atone it to. No coffee in Nick's system. I've been trying to do this new shtick where I don't drink as much coffee and see if it helps my anxiety. Kind of helps somewhat, but it's really hard for me not to drink coffee during the day because I've drank it since I was probably like 13 years old. So, you know how people say that coffee stunts your growth? Well, it doesn't. I'm 6 foot tall, and that's how I know. Hopefully this video doesn't come out in 180 or 480 or 380 or whatever the hell those other lower graded videos come out in. But with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this short but sweet little video of me showing you the 20 gallon on the 7th update. And I hope you're here for the next update. Don't forget to smash that like button, comment, and subscribe. And if you haven't already, say what you like or don't like about my channel. I'll improve it. There's room for improvement. And don't forget, with the faith of a mustard seed, you can move any mountain. Don't turn molehills into mountains, and have a very, 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 very blessed day. And that is from me to you, Nick the Dick to you. God bless you all. And I'm out, like trout.